Good morning, everyone. I would assume most of you are watching this on Monday morning. So, welcome to week 2. Here is your week plan for the week of August 24th through 28 for AP US History. All right, I'm going to take you through what we're going to do in class this week and then what you will be responsible for covering on your own outside of class. Okay, the district has asked us to do a social emotional lesson, and we will take care of that the first part of class. I anticipate this taking about 30, maybe 45 minutes at the most. And then after that, or sometime during that, the people are going to come by to check out your textbook. So I know that I told you that you don't need to bring your textbook very often, and you won't, but I absolutely need you to bring your textbook, and they need to have your student ID. Bring that to class. We'll get your book checked out to you, and then likely after that you'll very rarely have to bring your textbook to class ever again. So please, again, bring your textbook to class this week, whatever day of class you have with me. All right, then we will get to finishing how to go over summary analysis and sourcing, and we will use that plug and chug sheet to practice before we do a real one. And what I'm going to probably have you guys do is start the one for a grade in class so that you have me to ask questions, and then you'll finish it on your own. But we will finish going over how to do SAS, and then you're going to have one to do for homework. Okay, you're also going to take a quiz for chapter 1. Any notes that you have, if you want to print them out, you can bring them in and you can use them for the quiz. And then if we have any time remaining, we will start our lecture on establishing the southern colonies. And I would anticipate with the time we have in class, that at most we'd be able to go over Maryland and the Restoration colonies. And whatever we don't get to in class, then I will post like this on a video PowerPoint for you to cover on your own for the rest of the week. Okay, so let's talk about what you need to accomplish on your own. You need to read the remaining pages of chapter 1. So that is from page 23 to the end of the chapter, page 34. And it starts with Africa and America, and then it'll go through early colonization efforts by the English, the French, and the Dutch. It'll talk to you about the early try of Roanoke. So, make sure that you read that before you come to class. Those of you that are coming to class on Wednesday, you have less days to do this. Those of you that have class on Friday, you're lucky. You have kind of till the end of the week. But make sure you get it done by the time that we have class. And you are encouraged to fill in the European colonization chart. And when you do this, you only need to fill out the parts for the French, the Dutch, and the English. And that can be found on Schoology. If you have any trouble finding it or any trouble making sure it's a copy that you can fill out, just please let me know. And if there's something I messed up, I'll fix it for you guys. But again, if you fill out this chart, you can, just like any notes that you've taken, you can use it on the quiz. Okay, and then as I mentioned before, you're going to be writing your own SAS. You're going to be doing document 20. I will give you a plug and chug sheet in class because we're still just kind of beginning with this. And then you're going to use the same prompt that we used for document 17. But now we're going to be using a different document. So we're going to use document 20. And so I'll give you that in class. And then you can either start on it if we have some time, or you'll be responsible for it on your own. Then that SAS will be due the following week. So it'll be due whatever that next week is after this one. Okay, and then I've loaded a PowerPoint for establishing the southern colonies, starting with Virginia. You can watch that anytime you want. And it is likely that we're not going to finish the second part with Maryland and the Restoration colonies. So at some point, I will probably be posting that video as well. And then you'll either see it in class or you can watch it online. And then the last thing I have is just a short little video clip from about Jamestown, Starving Time, on America: The Story of Us. So make sure you take about 5 minutes or so to watch that video clip. Okay, that should be the kind of the game plan for the week, and I'll kind of talk to you in class if we need to modify anything, but that is the plan. Please email me if you have any questions or if you have trouble accessing any of the documents that I've posted on Schoology. All right, thanks, and we'll see you in class.